Live in Western Oregon, this is NBC 16 News at 5.
To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for NBC 16 at 5. I'm Alan Matthews.
And I'm Jacqueline Mazer. The declaration clears the way for more direct relief, up to $50 billion to Americans affected by the coronavirus. President Trump announced a range of executive action to bolster energy markets, ease the financial burden for Americans with student loans, and give medical professionals additional flexibility in treating patients during the public health crisis. He also announced a new public-private partnership to expand coronavirus testing capabilities. This will include drive-through testing in some locations and an online portal to screen those looking to get tested. Speaker Nancy Pelosi says Friday the House would approve its coronavirus package.
Meanwhile, here in Oregon, there are 30 confirmed coronavirus cases. Washington County has the most so far with 10, followed by Linn County with 8 cases. There are 2 cases each in Umatilla, Marion, and Jackson counties. There is 1 case each in Clackamas, Deschutes, Douglas, Klamath, Multnomah, and Polk counties. Oregon Health Authority says as of this morning, there are still 157 tests pending.
8 people out of 30 infected with the coronavirus in Oregon live at the Edward Allworth Veterans Home in Lebanon. All 8 of the veterans who tested positive are in isolation. The home is set up in a pod-style arrangement instead of like a dormitory, and health officials say that could help control the spread of the virus. Kelly Fitzpatrick, the director of the Oregon Department of Veterans Affairs, is tackling COVID-19 head-on.
The fact is, we are taking aggressive action in implementing some of the strictest possible infection prevention protocols according to CDC guidelines to make sure that we mitigate the spread of this virus.
The 6 newest coronavirus cases are likely connected to the 2 cases discovered Wednesday, but health officials say the exact source of the exposure remains unknown. The Linn County Health Department says it's following the Oregon Health Authority in dealing with the virus.
Now, as of now, Lane County does not have any confirmed cases of the coronavirus. However, a total of 29 tests have been ordered for Lane County residents, and 5 test results are still pending. Eugene Mayor Lucy Vinnis, Springfield Mayor Christine Lundberg, and other city officials appeared at a conference today to address more on the disease. They encourage Lane County residents to keep taking everyday precautions. One point made by Dr. Patrick Ludke is checking how you interact with people to avoid transmission.
We know this is a droplet spread condition. This is not an airborne one that floats in the air for hours, akin to tuberculosis. It's a droplet spread one. So social distancing means try to keep up to 6 feet between people when possible.
Other tips include avoiding large crowds if you can and avoiding shaking hands. Dr. Ludke says it's understandable for the need to grocery shop and other essentials, but there's a safe way to do it. Avoid contact with people who are sick, and ultimately sanitizing surfaces and washing your hands often will help prevent sickness.
If you have any questions regarding the coronavirus, remember you can contact Lane County Public Health's call center. The call center number is on your screen, 541-682-1380. You can also email your questions to corona-info@lanecountyor.gov. Make sure to follow the latest developments on the coronavirus on our website, that's NBC16.com, and on our app, Kmtr News.
Well, hundreds of doctors in Oregon are voicing their concerns about the coronavirus pandemic. They're worried about the ability to adequately care for more patients if we continue to see a rise in these cases.
NBC 16's Kelsey Christensen has been following the story. She joins us live in the studio tonight. So, Kelsey, what can you tell us?
Well, just in one day, hundreds signed a letter to Governor Kate Brown with several bullet points of immediate medical recommendations on how to further prepare. Governor Brown did close schools statewide last night, which was one of their big requests. Some other highlights include the request for more ventilators and other medical supplies, social isolation for anyone who can do so, and establish paid leave support for vulnerable families. They also call for a statewide command center staffed with both public health and medical experts that would direct a statewide response.
In an ideal situation, we won't need to use all of these things that we're trying to gather, but if we do need them, these aren't the kinds of things that you can come up with at the last second.
Now, the letter also says the doctors appreciate the difficult situation that Brown is in, having to balance both health and the economy. Dr. Bradshaw says she recognizes everyone is working hard to protect our communities. And you can visit our website at NBC16.com to view that full letter. Alan?
All right, thanks a lot, Kelsey. Well, with the temperatures dropping this weekend, the Egan Warming Center will be active tomorrow.
Only 3 sites will be open due to coronavirus concerns. Those sites are in Springfield, the Lane Event Center, and First United Methodist Church in Eugene. They are in need of volunteers, but encourage volunteers 60 and older or with existing health concerns to stay at home. For more information, visit EganWarmingCenter.com.
We now move on to our first look at weather. NBC 16 meteorologist Josh Cozart standing by. Josh, I got to say kudos to you because yesterday I asked you about the timing of the rain today. You said about 2 o'clock, and lo and behold, I looked out my window around 2 o'clock and the rain had started.
It was right on time, and those of us in the higher elevations, including our studios right here at NBC 16 News, got this view. A winter wonderland. Heavy wet snowflakes were falling over the area earlier this afternoon. They have since wrapped up, and now for the lower lying elevations, just holding on to those sporadic rain showers as we take a live look over the Eugene area. Temperatures sliding back into the 40s with very calm winds, but high humidity around 81%. Here's how the numbers shake out so far across western Oregon. The Eugene-Springfield area getting in at the most at about 13/10 of an inch of rainfall, and still more is to come through the overnight hours tonight as we take a live look at our radar and satellite. That cold front right here pushing its way further to the east. Cascades getting in on that heavy snowfall as well, and that's where the National Weather Service has painted our map with some nice colors. Winter weather advisories. Cascades expecting about 3 to 7 inches of snowfall possible through Sunday morning. Before tonight, temperatures are going to remain above freezing for a lot of us as we fall back into the 30s. Sporadic rain showers will be in nature, but I am still talking about the potential for a rain-snow mix as we push through the rest of our weekend. So I'll have that detailed timeline in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, Josh. Well, parents are making plans after Governor Kate Brown announced late last night that all schools in the state would close starting Monday through March 31st. Governor Brown said late Thursday that superintendents were telling her that they were having trouble staffing their schools. She said many substitute teachers, bus drivers, and cafeteria staff are over the age of 60 or have an underlying medical condition which makes them more at risk to the coronavirus.
I was hoping to keep them open longer, frankly, so that our most vulnerable, our low-income families could continue to get access to meals and educational instruction and any other support and services that they need.
Governor Brown says districts may need to extend their school years and that districts will have to make plans for when kids return. The CDC says closing schools will not slow the spread of the virus.
An employee with the Eugene YMCA is being tested for the coronavirus as health officials are continuing to test Lane County residents as a precaution. Now, the YMCA will shut its doors until Tuesday, March 17th. The organization tells us they will keep the facility locked down for 3 days, at which point employees will head back to work to sanitize all surfaces. They say it's in their best interest to promote healthy measures.
We understand that any time an organization in our community closes, especially one that is serving so many thousands of Lane County residents from all walks of life, that the impact will be significant. We're taking measures that will help promote health, and we're grateful for the support that families and individuals have been expressing as we've made this decision.
Stefan also says their course schedule will be modified, especially classes that take place in a group setting with more vulnerable populations. For details, head to eugeneymca.org.
Nationwide, sports betting was likely to exceed $2 billion this month. Coronavirus concerns canceled March Madness and put many pro sports leagues on hold. The cancellation of the NCAA men's conference tournaments has impacted sports betting significantly since March Madness is the most lucrative time of the year. Oregon Lottery has sports betting through the Scoreboard app, but not for college sports.
Well, considering we were never offering collegiate wagering, the March Madness piece didn't really have a particular impact on us. That said, there are a number of other sports leagues that have either canceled their seasons or postponed play, and that is having an impact on our sports betting product.
Shelby says with the sports betting app still open, there aren't many sports games to wager on right now. From October to December of last year, the lottery saw almost $1.8 million in revenue from bets on basketball alone.
As we mentioned earlier, no coronavirus cases have been established in Lane County, but the possibility is prompting electric vehicle maker Kmtr in Eugene to take action. CEO Mark Frohnmeyer says he's promoting social distancing among his staff. While Friday is an off day in the company's manufacturing shop, Frohnmeyer extends his policy to all employees.
Trying to keep at least 6 feet between people. Obviously, anyone who is symptomatic at all is asked to go home. Anyone who's symptomatic at all is asked to stay home if they are not yet at the office.
Out of his 110 employees at Kmtr, Frohnmeyer says more than half of the staff can work from home.
Well, coming up next on NBC 16 at 5, Louisiana postpones next month's presidential primary. What other elections will also have to be moved?